In just 5 minutes, we're gonna depart to Cameron for the new show. But this guy still packing the gear. He just couldn't make up his mind.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to pick what gear to pack at Lens Library?
But we have to go already. Come on.
So I just take whatever I want? Do you think we may have brought too much gear?
You are the one who couldn't make up your mind.
Oh, I couldn't make up my mind.
You bring the whole table here.
You were the one who told me to grab what I needed.
This literally,
it's not that much.
Is that for sales?
No!
Welcome to Mission Instagrammable, the series where two clueless dudes with cameras show you how to stay on top of your Instagram photography game at the most Insta-worthy spots in Malaysia.
My name is Z.
I'm Jace, and today we are at this beautiful location of Cameron Highlands in Pahang, Malaysia.
Have you ever wondered why the name Cameron Highlands is like such an un-Malaysian-y name?
Since you asked so, I bet you know it. Come on.
Okay, it was a trick question. I just wanted to say that to sound really smart because I'm pretty sure you didn't know because I know. Okay, so apparently it's named after some Brit dude.
I know, William Cameron.
Okay, you know. You do know. Okay, so he was around while the Brits were still around, and the Brits kind of told him to just scout out the place, and somehow it ended up in the whole place being named after him.
Yep.
Cool story.
Yep. Cameron Highland. And this place is famous with all the tea, strawberry, agriculture.
Plantations, everything related to agriculture. And, but I think Malaysians like to visit it.
Because our weather is too hot.
Alright,
and then here
stop, dude. Guy want to tell me about why you bring all the camera here?
I don't actually have a good reason for that.
You are the one who bring. Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's for educational purposes.
Yes.
We want to talk about what
The
all these
types
are.
of camera.
Yes.
Let me walk you through this. This is a medium format mirrorless camera.
Yep. This is a full frame digital single lens reflex DSLR camera.
And a mirrorless full frame camera.
Yes. And this is a mirrorless camera as well, but this is an APS-C crop, and this is yet
the same one.
Full frame mirrorless camera.
I just want to know which camera do best on my Instagram profile.
You just want to shoot Instagram photos?
Sure, of course.
Okay, fine.
The camera to start with.
Okay. Let's not blow them away.
It's an obvious answer.
This is a friendly camera to begin with. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind shooting
Let's
with
go.
this. Let's go. I'm pretty sure it's absolutely 100% safe
Move
to
already.
leave all that gear there. Yep. You know those buildings up on that hill?
Oh, and the cloud,
That looks
the
like
cloud,
a great
the blue
backdrop.
sky.
You should get a shot. Yeah, right there.
Here.
Yep, on the white line. Bring this down low.
Let's give it a try.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's get one more. That is looking great. Check that.
I tag that.
Okay, yeah. Right, go right ahead and take a photo with a car that's not even ours.
Wait, hold on. Of all that powerful camera, amazing camera that I
now?
provide just now, you choose the ordinary one, the small one. What's that?
Your
Tell me what's that.
producer's concerned about his Instagram feed. This is not good enough for his Instagram.
This is a Sony APS-C camera.
Yes, Mr. Producer, this is a Sony a6600. This is an interchangeable lens camera, which, as the name suggests, is a camera that you can take out the lens and swap it with another one.
Tons of lens of choice.
Yes, Sony, they make a lot of lenses for the interchangeable lens camera systems, and I believe not just Sony even.
Yeah, those third-party, Tamron, Sigma, they just keep making lens for E-mount.
So many lenses that you can use with this camera. So technically speaking, as long as the manufacturers don't stop making lenses, technically speaking, we would never ever run out of lenses to choose from. There would be a different lens for every application. Endless lens supplies. And in
Just
fact,
like the phone nowadays, they're getting more and more lenses. They try to copy, imitate the same
the multi-lens
experience.
shooting experience. And they're doing it by adding more and more camera modules onto the phone itself. But this, you're always sticking with the same camera sensor. All you're doing is swapping out the lens for another one. Is that good enough for you, Mr. Producer? Is this good enough as a first camera?
Mister, he didn't know it all. Just tell me what is the special about this place.
I think he gets it.
Come, camera.
Okay, let's take in the scenery.
Okay, they are finally done talking. So let me tell you a bit about this place. This is Key Farm. It's a town on top of a hill, and you can enter through some winding roads. This is where you enter the true local zone of Cameron Highlands. It's an unconventional spot for tourists, although it's next to a few tourist traps. But here's why you should visit anyway.
When you visit somewhere like Cameron Highlands, what you really want to do is just immerse yourself in the local way of life and just kind of take in what it's like to spend a day or two.
Plus, you get a
somewhere
lot
like
of
this.
cool photos.
Yeah, you get a lot of photos that are not so cliche, so to say.
Alright, I know. I got enough photo for here. So, do we got another spot for some refreshing photo?
Refreshing photos.
What you mean by that? You want Cameron kind of photo?
Oh.
Sure, of course. Why not? We are in the camera now.
Cameron
He wants that
kind-
one spot that's guaranteed to show up in anyone's Instagram feeds the moment they visit Cameron Highlands. Yeah, that spot.
Okay.
Okay, it's a little
Do it, do it,
cliche,
do it, do
but
it.
okay.
You
I'll
have
find
no
some tea.
choice.
But because our lazy host didn't get up early enough in the morning, the attraction was so crowded by the time they got there, they couldn't even get in.
So we tried listening to our producer, but unfortunately we couldn't make it
We can't
into
get
the
it.
tourist trap. But we're still at the same tea farm. We're just not at the tourist
Yes.
trap section of the tea farm.
Although there's a beautiful place
It's a lot less crowded actually. I much prefer the not so touristy bits.
and the tea,
The tea's
So,
Yeah.
let's carry on the show. We're going to show you how to take some Swiss portrait.
Swiss portraits.
Sweet. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet
sweet.
portraits. Definitely not making fun of your
it's
English.
not my face again,
Okay,
Let's show
okay.
them some colors.
A fresh face.
Yeah.
So does that mean my face is okay?
No, definitely not
Ah,
you.
come on.
Yeah, we have Alice, so let's go on show. Here, Alice.
Since I'm quite left out for this segment, I might as well talk a bit about what's kind of what I think is going on over there. So that camera, the 6600, has one of the most advanced features in the Sony camera lineup, but at the same time, it's actually also one of the most beginner-friendly features in the Sony line of cameras, and that's eye autofocus. Well, professionals love it because it helps you nail the eyes. It gives you a high keeper rate. That means a lot of photos are in focus, but it's also beginner-friendly in the sense that you literally just point it at a face, and the camera recognizes the eyes, and it snaps focus onto the eyes. So basically you just point at a face, press down the shutter button, and your eyes are sharp in focus. Very easy. I'm not going to comment on his focusing skills, but I'm just going to put it out there that the camera's doing a lot of the work for him, I think. Maybe. So while they're still busy having fun with the camera and I'm still here being left out, I'm going to very dramatically recap some fond memories I have of this place in the past year or so over some running water. It doesn't get much more dramatic than this. So back about in the past year while we were doing CreatorCon, we used to come here after the show. So we came up with Locke. He got recognized by a few fans on the way up to the tourist trap that we were talking about. And we also came with Tim. It was also raining when we came with Tim. It was raining a bit heavier, but we had so much fun.
And because Z was talking way too much, the rain decided to come in and shut him up. After sitting around for an hour, the rain started to stop.
So the rain finally stopped and we're back here again. Look how sunny that is. We're risking the rain not happening again because it would really suck if it just started pouring out of nowhere. No, I don't want to jinx it. So we are off to our next location, which I am personally quite excited for. It's Mossy Forest. I've never been there before.
You name it out.
I've heard a lot of things about it. I know it's called Mossy Forest, but I've never been there before, and everyone tells me it's this mysterious looking forest. And
It's
I'm
not big time secret. But,
really dying to see it for myself.
Not much of the people will go there.
Okay, so it's not secret, but it's not super well known either.
Yep.
Okay.
Now this local over here was trying to warn them about road conditions ahead. The following is what happens when you don't listen to advice.
Making progress.
Oh.
And while Z's car was almost stuck, the other car was actually stuck.
Matt is all the way down there.
And the entire crew had to go down on foot to push it out. Except for me, the narrator, of course.
This time mission is arguable big time failure. the route after landing is just not possible for normal sedan to go up. So we fell, and both cars are slightly went into a minor accident.
These are my Michelin Primacy 4s. They're meant to be touring tires for highways. Let's hope it was worth the vehicular damage.
We lost some bumpers, maybe burn some tires.
Just a bit of advice, if you want to try visiting this place, bring a 4x4.
Tomorrow we see. We could rent a 4x4 and then we venture again. See how.
To celebrate their failure, they even took a photo before leaving. On the bumpy drive down, our hosts wished they were just a little bit more intelligent enough not to drive up a steep, broken hill road after the rain, in a sedan. Unable to accept their failure, they weren't even in the mood for proper dinner. They just bought some snacks from the local market to stress eat from. They came across an old burnt down storefront and took a whole bunch of shots in front of it because it was the only Instagram shot emo enough to reflect their broken souls. Hashtag bad day.
Good morning.
We're now currently sitting on the back of a 4x4
Yeah.
heading up the road that absolutely shredded our cars yesterday.
I think this is more visible.
I just hope Jace doesn't fall off the back of this truck because
That ain't gonna happen.
And they finally learned it's a lot easier when you bring the right gear for the right job. Same goes to photography, unless you're like this guy trying to vlog on the back of a bumpy truck.
not quite sure how this is gonna work or how the footage is gonna turn out. And the road kind of looks like this. I mean, no disrespect to Sony, but I don't think any amount of IBIS is gonna make up for this. Oh boy.
Man, that footage was shaky. Here's some less shaky footage. After an incredibly scenic ride, here we are, the long-awaited mossy forest.
So we bought tickets to come into this forest, and we're welcomed with this very nice wooden pathway. It's one of the easier hikes I've been on. I was actually expecting like a proper
Yeah.
hike, but this
We
is
both
nice.
ready.
This
We
is-
both ready.
This is easy.
Yes.
Difficulty level easy, but it's really nice. The air is really cool.
It surely look
It's
like
a bit of
some
rain.
movie scene.
Yeah, it's like straight out of a
film.
fantasy film
Well,
scene.
let's make a movie then.
With this,
Okay, you know what? This is 120p, which is 5 times slower than real time.
we can do some slow mo.
We can do a lot of slow motion shots, so technically we can shoot very little footage and make it look like a lot of footage.
Yeah, let's try that
Screw
out.
you, producer.
Being incredibly lazy people, they weren't even kidding. That was exactly what they actually did. That was so long and boring. To give you an idea on how little footage they actually shot, here's some of those clips played back in real time.
Thought I fell off a cliff for a moment.
There's a tower.
There's a tower there, and it looks like
Observation
it
tower.
goes quite high up. It's raining and it's really slippery, but we're gonna go up that tower anyway because we have to. It's kind of the top canopy of the forest. You look through it, you don't really see trees. I mean, you do see trees, but they're all beneath you. And beyond that, it's just white and grey. I mean, to many people, this would be considered incredibly miserable. It's really cold, it's freezing cold, it's wet, it's humid, but I guess the view is worth it. When you just look through this and you just see that endless fog, just forget how much misery you're in for a moment. We're waiting for a ride down.
Yeah.
I'm literally shaking. It's cold, we're wet, and it's raining on us.
Yes.
And we have to sit in the back of a 4x4.
Spoiler alert, they didn't freeze to death on the way down. They were even in the mood to talk about what happened the day before. Long story short, Jace dropped and broke his iPhone.
Our car got stuck there and we needed to give it a push. And
This thing for?
quite a big crack on the bottom corner, a few scruffs over here and some cracks over here. Damage has been done, ladies and gentlemen. Remember how it was raining this morning and we were all drenched and it
Yep.
was foggy and all?
And now?
Surprise! Clear skies! Really bright sunlight, I can barely keep my eyes open.
Yes. And there's one thing when you come to Cameron, you must do or you must
Yes.
eat.
Yes. It's a fruit. Hint, hint.
Yep.
It's
We're
red.
not gonna tell you.
It's a small red fruit with a green stub on top of it. Figure it out.
They are strawberries. If the host won't tell you, I will.
This is one of the best way to taste strawberry. And I strongly recommend everyone to do this. Besides, everyone will do the chocolate one, but this one tastes
Chocolate's
better.
too mainstream.
Honey, cream, and sugar powder.
Yep, honey cream and powdered sugar. I feel bad for them.
We should pass
They
them.
can't eat.
All right, your time, guys.
They're looking at it, but I can't eat it because we're watching this on YouTube. How unfortunate.
After stuffing themselves and leaving none for the crew, our hosts embarked on the manliest of activities, picking more strawberries.
A two-man holding a basket.
At least mine's green, yours is pink. So as you can probably tell, I'm very experienced and well versed with strawberries. This here, the red one, is a strawberry flavored strawberry, and this is a green tea flavored strawberry. So you get to pick between two different flavors. Strawberries. Expert.
Just a quick info while they are picking the strawberry. This camera features a 24 megapixel sensor. It's not too much and not too little. It's very easy for storage and it can print up to A3 size.
Wait, Jace.
Yes?
What is the megapixel you always talk about?
Megapixel is basically resolution, but there will be a dedicated video in future. We'll talk about the whole episode. We just purely talk about megapixel. So stay tuned for that and remember to subscribe so you won't miss the episode. And my turn to eat some strawberry. Hey guys!
You know, it's time like these, I'm really glad that a camera like this, the 6600, has an EVF, which stands for an electronic viewfinder, because you might be wondering, why am I putting my eye up to the camera when it has this giant LCD screen? Well, the sun took a turn and decided to be extra sunny and bright in an afternoon like this, and it's quite hard to see the LCD screen, so that's why even though I have a big LCD screen, you'll still see me putting my eye up to the electronic viewfinder to frame shots up so I can get a clearer look of what I'm shooting. There we go.
Come, that's the nice one.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, come on here. You two, both of you.
What does he want this time?
What's wrong?
Hey,
Sup?
see your guy saying this video guy is so powerful and so good.
It's quite
Where's
good.
the
Yep.
best side? Where's the catch here?
Catch.
It's the-
Catch.
It does it to me is the first.
He likes picking on cameras.
Yep.
This is a very all-rounded camera, but
If we were to pick only
Okay, if
one
we had
thing
to say
yeah.
something about it, it would be the sensor size. Yeah, it is an APS-C sized crop sized sensor. Not to say that it's bad or anything, or it's a sin to have APS-C, it's just that there is a bigger, better full frame option out there. So
This is a Sony A7.
Which
It's
is
a
full
full
frame.
frame sensor, and that is an APS-C size sensor. It's technically a crop from this full frame sensor.
basically one's bigger and one's smaller.
And the resulting photo actually looks quite different as well. Here's what the image looks like from the crop sensor, and here's how it looks like on the full frame.
There is actually a bit more to it, but I don't think I want to spend the next 10 minutes
Exactly,
or so
we can't
talking about sensor sizes in a very nice
understand, you know.
strawberry farm like this. So that gave me an idea. We are going to go way out of our ways to make one very special dedicated video explaining just
Exactly.
about sensor sizes and their implications in a future video. And just because our producer loves shameless plugs, make sure you subscribe and continue watching this series for that potential future episode that we may have
Yes,
not
good move.
have made yet.
Yeah, it's done already. It's
you hear
done
something?
already. Here.
I
He's
think
here.
somebody's talking,
Yeah.
but
It's done already.
boy, am I glad to be sitting here. Yeah. We're finally nearing the end of our little Cameron trip.
Not little at all.
It's not little, it's pretty damn eventful. Quite a big crack. It's one of the more restful places you can spend a night in Cameron Highlands after
Exactly.
visiting multiple places. So we started off in the local village, Key
Yeah,
Farm.
Key Farm. I do get one
Get
photo
tourism.
that I like quite a lot.
Oh, you got one there?
Yeah. And then secondly, the Mr. Producer,
Yeah, he
he
wanted.
wanted to get a Cameron photos.
Yeah, we went to the most cliche tourist spot and it started raining and it was crowded, but I mean, technically we did still visit Bo's tea farms, just not the exact
Yeah.
spot they wanted us to visit.
Mossy Forest.
The Mossy Forest Challenge. The Mossy Forest
Yeah,
Challenge.
the Mossy Forest Challenge.
I want to say it's
The biggest
highlight.
drama in this episode.
Yes, it's not the highlight of the trip, but it's the most memorable part of the trip.
I cracked my iPhone, Matt cracked his car, you cracked your
Cracked part
car.
of my car, burned a few tires. We went back up again, this time in a proper vehicle.
Yeah.
Meant for a climb like that.
And the last thing, the most important thing you must do when you come to Cameron.
Eat strawberries.
And we
Enough
eat
said.
quite a lot.
Oh man, that was...
There's
actually-
still 2 boxes in our car now.
Yes, bucket loads, literally bucket loads. We do very much like this place. We've brought guests here even. We brought Tim,
Few
his
months back,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Yeah, a few months back. Very nice place. We even flexed it to Locke. Unfortunately, we didn't bring Locke here. Hey Locke, I know we had a great time last time around. So we're actually spending the night here. Like, this whole place is ours. I mean,
Next time, guys.
I mean, hopefully we've been able to show how fun it is to be shooting on an interchangeable lens camera throughout the trip. And if you pay very close attention, our lenses on this camera keep changing throughout the episode because it makes sense, it's an interchangeable lens camera.
Exactly.
But there is one lens we kept finding ourselves coming back to,
Yeah.
and coincidentally, we didn't set this up. It's on the camera right now. This is the Sony 16-55 f 2.8 G.
Yep. It's built for APS-C sensors.
Is that why we kept coming back to this lens?
Yeah, it's
got a
purposely
very-
built for this, and the focal length, if you're equivalent to full frame, it will be the 24 to 80.
It's a very
kinda-
versatile range of focal lengths for
Yeah,
you to...
it's easy for use, and especially we are now on the travel kind of mode.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not the cheapest lens out there, I think, but if you do have an
Some-
APS-C size sensor, this lens will serve you quite well.
But there's so much about photography that we couldn't just talk about all in just one episode.
Yes,
That's
in
why
fact,
we
there
do it
is a whole year's worth of Mission Instagrammable coming up. That's right, we've got Mission Instagrammable running for at least the next year for you guys. That's
24 episodes, guys. Since this is the first episode, we already got the second episode ready right now.
over at the Lens Library YouTube channel. You don't have to wait a week for that. And in that episode, we're going to answer a burning question that I definitely had when I first started out.
to pick your first lens?
Be sure, if you have that question in your head right now, you can get it answered right now by watching that video right now. I have no idea how many times I've said right now.
And we went from one Highland to another Highland.
I swear it sounded less cheesy when we wrote that line.
I had to speak the line.
Yeah, we went to another Highland for the second episode. See you then.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to watch the second episode right now on Lens Library's YouTube channel. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kaboom! Well done, you're still alive. Go watch now lah.